You are now tuned in to the GNWY podcast.
What's going on, everybody? This is Jordan with GNWY. We are out here at Denver, Colorado with EYA, and we have none other than Miss Becca Boston, everybody. If you could, make some noise for Becca in the building. Yeah. She's a co-host of Win Wednesday. Okay,
I am.
And you're about to drop your book in July.
Absolutely.
And what else?
The owner and my motto is stay strong, stay you. Because
You better say, oh no, say it. You were about owner of what?
Owner of stay strong, stay you. Because
Let's
you got this.
Let's go. That's so fire. Okay, so first of all, we have 3 questions for you, and then we're gonna get into it. For one, what is your purpose, and how did you find it?
Whew, I love this question because I felt like I was once searching for that purpose.
Yeah.
I was searching for what am I meant to do and what is that thing?
Yeah.
And one person changed how I will forever look at purpose. And that is, I am purpose. And it
Yeah.
is the placement within this world that I have found, but I feel like it's the placement within the world that people are looking to discover rather than, this big purpose. I mean, I think everything has purpose. Everyone has purpose.
Right.
But I think it's figuring out what lights our soul on fire and that we could do to create further impact within this world to impact that next person. So,
That's dope. So for somebody that is maybe looking for a purpose, what do you feel like that can, what are steps if you're talking to somebody, how can they be able to find purpose for them?
I would say, number one, what is a challenge? What is a pinpoint that you have gone through that you have learned incredible lessons from, and how did you overcome that and conquer that? And how can you take that to pass it along to somebody else? Because sometimes we go through challenges and we go through struggles, and it's not necessarily meant for us. It's meant for the next person who needs it, because nobody was handed a survival guide within life. But if we can come together and we can give out tools that worked within our life, together we can come create a survival guide for each other.
That's beautiful. Okay. So you're about to drop a book. What is this book called? And you're dropping it at the end of July. Shout out Marcus for challenge you on that one. But what made you want to even write this book?
At first it became a challenge to me. I wanted to see, as somebody who has a learning disability, what it is like for me to write a book and put that energy and that effort. And I found out fairly quickly that it's pretty easy for me to write a book. It didn't take too long for me to write it.
Yeah, because you started in February, right?
I actually started it. I started writing it in February of 2021. So I'd been sitting on it for a year before I even took major steps within it.
Right. Okay.
But writing the book was very healing for me.
Yeah.
And as I continued to sit on it for a little bit, it just kept coming to me that, my story is meant to help other people, and I should continue to push it out.
That's dope.
And I've been known for my smile. People always ask me and tell me that I have an incredible smile, but they don't know the story behind this smile.
Oof.
They don't know the pain that I hid behind my smile for so long. So the book is called The Story Behind the Smile.
That's dope. I love it. So not to give away your book stuff, right? But can you give us like a quick thing of like, what was you figuring out the purpose behind the smile, right? What was that?
What was the purpose of me figuring out?
Was it like a genuine smile, or like you meant every bit of it, or was there like things that you had to smile through? You know what I'm saying?
I put on a smile and said I'm fine as I was heading a domestic violence relationship.
Gotcha.
There was a time in which I was being physically, emotionally, and sexually abused, and a time in which, I was pinned down at knife point, and I threw on a smile and said I'm fine, because I didn't have the courage to speak up and give my pain a voice because of that fear, and there wasn't much awareness about it back in those days.
Right.
It wasn't like I was hearing it's okay to speak up and get the help, and I was constantly told, if you speak up and you share this, things are going to get worse. And I feared, so I just pushed it down and let it suppress me, and threw on this smile and said I'm fine. But at the end of the day, like, fine in my book stands for effed up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. It's like we're screaming on the inside.
That's good.
When really our eyes can speak.
Yeah.
So often you can look at somebody and you can see those tears starting to tear up, and that's when you know they're not fine. That's why I say take fine out of your dictionary and just give your pain a voice.
That's beautiful. Oh my God. The eyes are the windows to the soul, right?
Exactly.
So it's like, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that makes sense. That makes sense. Your smile could fool a lot of people, but your eyes can tell you what's real, right?
Exactly.
That's dope. That's fire. I like that. So Generation Y just got done. You got done speaking too. And I heard that you were killing it, okay, which is exciting to go back and listen to. But even when we were talking, right?
Yeah.
Earlier, what makes you connect with Gen Y?
Your guys' story for mental health and impacting the youth and allowing people to see that there's hope, because so many times people get used to the bad and used to taking on the pain and the challenges within life, and we can believe that that's what we deserve, and believing that you're not worthy and all of that, but reality is you also deserve the good.
Yeah.
And you deserve that hope, and you deserve even receiving that mustard seed of faith, because once you receive that mustard seed of faith, you can be able to start climbing those mountains. So that you guys are instilling that mustard seed of faith into so many individuals out there, and giving that, and just seeing the purpose that it's had for you, like being able to put yourself in the shoes of somebody who's been there. You're then able to hand the towel back to somebody that's thinking about throwing the towel to their life and say, I just want you to know it's possible.
Yeah, that's dope.
So
When what there's a point of that connects with you even today, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want to be able to express a little bit of that?
Yeah.
And how you are kind of navigating through that right now currently?
Yeah. Today I went to go speak, and
This was before you spoke.
it happened after I spoke.
That's wild. Okay.
So I spoke and shared my story and kind of kicked off the day with my story, and not too much long after, I received the news that somebody that I follow, or somebody that followed me since the beginning of my journey, committed suicide. And
This was today. Wow.
today. It hit home, you know, especially hearing that they were a woman that was trying to fit in with society, of throwing on makeup and trying to fit into that beauty, and she couldn't see her beautiful heart and her beautiful character. And knowing that I impacted her is great. I just wanted to be able to turn on her, to be able to turn on that inner light.
Yeah.
And as much as you want to do it for other people, sometimes it doesn't play out the way you want to.
But you have purpose, and I bet
Yes.
right now, even you probably got like a fire lit under you, you know.
I do.
Even after that, right?
Yeah.
What does that change for your perspective on how you approach your book, Win Wednesday, everything that Becca's got going on? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it also just gave me the reassurance that I'm doing the right thing, you know, like, because even I can get caught up in that of thinking that I have to change who I am to fit into society, or even as this entrepreneur influencer thing. Literally, people have told me, like, you're not going to be successful, or you're not going to be seen, because I don't fit the mold of what society expects as a woman.
Yeah.
And to me, in those moments, I've like said, clearly people are seeing me if I have a following. I mean, I don't care about the numbers.
Right.
But for me, I think just hearing that reminded me that I don't need to throw on makeup. And it lights a fire in me to help younger females recognize that there's nothing wrong about embracing your tomboy self. There's nothing wrong with embracing who you are.
Yeah.
And it just makes me fueled that why are we so reliant on makeup and beautiful, like makeup and other things within
just the
society
image,
to define our beauty and define our worth, when it's your heart and your character. And I don't care how much makeup you have on. If you have a bad heart and you have a bad character, doesn't look too good on you,
I heard that Drake said in a song, he said, pretty taught me ugly lessons.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm telling you, it's real.
It's real.
You can look great, but you have a bad heart. Get out of here.
Exactly.
Get out of here with it all, man.
Exactly.
For real. Becca, thank you so much for your time. For one, I love everything that you're doing.
got you.
Tell people where they can follow you at.
My main following is on TikTok.
Let's go.
At Becca Boston 6, and then also Instagram is Becca Boston 26. I was like, which is which?
Right. Yeah.
So
And you
those are
just
my
started
two
your
main accounts.
other page too. You're monetizing. What is that?
Yes, we are monetizing Win Wednesday. So every Wednesday we go live on Instagram.
WIN Wednesday.
Yes. So our handle for that is Celebrate Win Wednesday.
Celebrate Win Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So it is Stay Strong, Stay You and the Love Project, where we come together to celebrate all wins, no matter how big or small. We celebrate them all because we never want to lose sight of the journey along the way. So.
That was a good tagline. I like
That's
that.
our
That was fire. I
tagline.
love it. Becca, thank you so much.
Thank you
I
so
appreciate
much.
you. I love your heart.
I love you as
and
well.
everything that you're doing. And be sure to follow her on anything and everything. And yeah, legit, she's amazing. She's got an amazing story. We got to get the pre-order link whenever you got time.
You know, I got you.
Beautiful. Thank you so
thank
much.
you.
Thank y'all for tuning into this show of the Generation Y podcast. We'll see y'all next time. This is Denver, baby. Yo.